You ever had one of those light bulb moments, a brilliant idea for an app that you just know could solve a real problem, or be super fun, or maybe even build a whole business around? Well, in today's world, that idea, that could literally be your future. So let's jump right in and talk about the technology that's making it easier than ever to bring those ideas to life.
Just look at this number for a second. Over 1 million. That's how many apps, from tiny startups to massive global companies, have been built with the framework we're going to talk about today. So yeah, this isn't some little niche tool. We're talking about an absolute powerhouse that is actively shaping our digital world.
So first up, let's explore what this all really means. What kind of new possibilities does this open up for you in a world that's completely driven by apps?
I mean, it's no secret, right? Our world absolutely runs on apps. We use them for business, for learning, for entertainment, you name it. And because of that, being able to build great apps has gone way beyond just being a cool technical skill. It's now a direct path to carving out your own success in this huge, global digital market. Okay, so what is this powerful tool we've been hinting at? Let's get into the what and the why of Flutter, the framework that's really changing the entire game. So at its heart, Flutter is an open-source framework that was created and is backed by Google. Now, if you're not sure what a framework is, just think of it like a giant toolkit, packed with blueprints for building stuff. And open source, that just means the toolkit is totally free for anyone to use, and is constantly being improved by a whole community of developers around the world. Flutter's main mission is to let you build beautiful, super-fast apps for mobile, for the web, and even for desktop, all from one single set of code, written in a language called Dart.
And this slide, this shows you exactly why Flutter is such a revolution. You see, the old way was painful. You had to build a whole separate app for Android and then another completely separate one for iOS. That meant 2 teams, 2 sets of code, which meant way more time and way more money. But the Flutter way is all about write once, run anywhere. You build your app just one time, and it just works beautifully on every platform. And that's because Flutter controls every single pixel on the screen. It's not trying to adapt your code. It's literally painting the interface from scratch, making sure it looks and feels perfect everywhere. It is a total game changer for getting things done efficiently.
That efficiency is obviously huge, but what else gives Flutter its superpowers? Let's dive into some of its other core strengths.
Okay, first up is a feature that developers are absolutely obsessed with. It's called Hot Reload. Imagine you're working on your app's design, and you want to, say, change a color or move a button. Well, instead of waiting minutes for the whole app to rebuild, you just hit save, and boom, your change shows up on the screen in like less than a second. It makes building things incredibly fast and, honestly, a lot more.
Flutter is also famous for making it easy to create gorgeous user interfaces. It comes packed with these huge libraries of pre-built design elements. You've got the standard Android look, which is called Material Design, and you've got Apple's iOS style, which is known as Cupertino. What this means for you is even if you're not a professional designer, you can build an app that looks polished and feels completely at home on any device. And that brings us to the absolute core idea of Flutter. Everything is a widget. Seriously, think of your app screen like you're building with Lego blocks. A button? That's a widget. A piece of text? A widget. The entire layout of the page is just a widget made of other widgets. It's so intuitive. And here's the crucial part. These apps perform like they were built for that specific phone. They're compiled to native code, so they talk directly to the hardware, making them super fast and responsive. Plus, with simple integration for services like Firebase, which is like a ready-made backend in the cloud, you can handle things like user logins and databases without having to be a server expert.
Okay, this all sounds incredibly powerful, right? But you're probably wondering, how do I actually get started? Well, let's break down the very first steps to learning Flutter. It's more straightforward than you might think.
It's a pretty logical path, you know? You start with the Dart programming language, which is known for being really clear and easy to pick up. Then, you focus on mastering those Lego block widgets we talked about. After that, you'll learn something called state management, which sounds complicated, but it's really just how your app remembers things, like what's in a user's shopping cart. And finally, you connect it all to a backend, like Firebase, to handle all the heavy lifting.
And now for the big question, the one you've probably been waiting for. What does learning a skill like this actually mean for your career and your bank account?
Well, the opportunities are just incredibly diverse. You could become a freelancer, taking on projects from clients all over the world on sites like Upwork. You could land a high-paying remote or full-time job because the demand is huge. Or you could become your own boss, an entrepreneur. Build that app idea you have, publish it on the app stores, and create your very own income stream. And hey, once you're an expert, you can even teach what you know to others.
And we're talking about some serious potential here. Depending on your skill level and experience, skilled developers in markets like Bangladesh can earn over 1 lakh taka a month. This isn't just a hobby, it's a globally in-demand skill that can offer you real financial freedom.
So when you put it all together, what's the bottom line? It's simple, really. Your future is in your hands.
This quote just nails it. Flutter isn't just a tool you use for one thing. It's a complete ecosystem. It's the whole package that lets you take one idea and with one skill set, bring it to life on every major platform out there. It's really a key to unlocking both your creative and your professional potential.
Which brings us right back to the beginning and to the most important question of all. You've seen the potential. You've seen the path. So let me ask you, when is the app for your idea going to get built?